Californians decide the political fate of Governor Gavin Newsom. The governor is fighting to keep his job as his leading political opponent is hoping he did enough to take it away. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us for KRON 4 News at 6. I'm Vicki Loviakis.
And I'm Grant Lotus. Pam and Ken will be here later tonight. Voters have been flooding into the polls all day today, making sure their votes are counted. And experts say it's going to all come down to turnout. Governor Newsom is leading in the most recent polls. The latest Inside California Politics Emerson College poll shows 60% of likely voters asked are against removing him from office. Voters were also asked if he is recalled, who should replace the governor. Conservative radio talk show host Larry Elder is way out in front when it comes to Governor Newsom's challengers. He's getting about 30% of those surveyed saying they would pick him, and he's followed by John Drake, Kevin Paffrath, Kevin Faulconer, and Kevin Kiley.
We have live team coverage all across California tonight, from the state capitol to the Central Valley and all the way down to San Diego. KRON 4 is your local election headquarters, so stay with us all night long as we provide you with all the latest results. So first, let's go ahead and kick off our team coverage with KRON 4's Dan Thorne, who is live for us in Sacramento tonight, where Governor Newsom is also spending the evening as he awaits the results. Dan, what's the latest?
Well, Vicki, the Newsom camp is probably feeling pretty good considering those recent polling numbers that you mentioned. But, of course, this race is not over yet. The biggest threat to getting the governor out of the state capitol here in Sacramento would be the conservative talk show host Larry Elder. And because of that threat, Democrats have been asking people to get out and to vote. Because of all of this that's been happening, the big reasons for this recall election has been how the governor has responded to the COVID-19 pandemic. Under Newsom, the state has had the highly restrictive pandemic policies, something that Elder has been against. These two candidates, Elder and Newsom, they've been trading barbs over the past couple of days leading up to today. Newsom saying that Elder is a climate denier and against women's rights, while Elder says that Newsom can't defend his record on anything from crime to homelessness to the high cost of living here in California. The governor today saying that he was disgusted with some Republicans that are already claiming that the election results in this recall election will be rigged.
It's embarrassing to even respond to that because it's a fantasy. They're making stuff up and it's hurting our country. Forget this election. Guys like me come and go. We are a dime a dozen politicians, quite literally a dime a dozen. It's about our institutions, it's about this nation. It's about trust and confidence. It's about who we are. It's about citizens feeling empowered and that their voice matters.
Well, the governor's strategy has been suggesting voters to simply vote no on the recall and leave the rest of the ballot blank. Registered voters for Democrats largely outnumber Republicans in the state, but polling has shown that conservatives have really been motivated to vote in this recall. As we mentioned at the top of the show, the governor is expected to be here in Sacramento tonight as those election results roll in, but we have not been given any information as to whether or not he will be making any sort of public appearances. That's the latest here live at the state capitol in Sacramento. Dan Thorne, KRON 4 News.
Thank you, Dan. And our team coverage continues now in the South Bay. The registrar's office continues to receive ballots and welcome last-minute voters there.
Security is also a big priority at the registrar's office. Our KRON 4's Rob Flattabo joins us now live in Santa Clara County with more on how volunteers are keeping those ballots safe. Big issue, at least for some people. Right, Rob?
Yeah, that's right, Vicki. I thought we'd talk a little bit about election security this time around. You heard the governor there talking earlier and also in the last few days about a lot of loose talk about election fraud, most of it without evidence. In fact, almost all of it without evidence. But you have to wonder if maybe some of this is having a bit of an impact on people with regard to maybe not trusting the process. Maybe it's just human nature. I don't know. But as I've been watching folks here drop off their ballots, take a look at the video here. I've noticed a phenomenon here that a lot of people actually want to witness that ballot going into the slot themselves. In fact, a number of people are parking their cars and physically walking the ballot up to the ballot box. In fact, a few people don't even want the volunteers here handling the ballot. It's the same inside. A lot of people very sensitive about being photographed as they're voting, and they don't want me to watch them put the ballot in the box. But in any case, we don't know exactly what's going on there, but whether this has an impact on things or not, or affects voter turnout, only time will tell. But I did have a chance to talk to the Registrar of Voters about this, and she insists that there is no fraud going on. Let's hear more now from Registrar Shannon Boucher.
We have so many security features, processes, steps involved, even going back before someone votes. Before we even conduct the election, we test every single piece of voting machine for accuracy, and we do a logic and accuracy testing of all of the equipment. So we're already starting security steps way before a voter actually votes. So we never leave ballots with one person. You must have two people with ballots at all times. They're physically secured at night, or if staff go on lunch or go on a break. It's locked room. We have cameras on our voting equipment and processing area. So I have no evidence in Santa Clara County of any widespread voter fraud.
Now, the registrar also points out that none of the machines involved in the counting of ballots are connected to the internet, making, she says, that the possibility of hacking virtually impossible. Security is very tight in here. There are sheriff's deputies on patrol inside, even more security outside. Every box of votes that you see arriving here under lock and key. And back out here live, as I said earlier, people dropping off their ballots here, many of them are very sensitive about this. They want to actually see the ballot go into the box, as if maybe they are not mistrustful of the process, or just want to make sure that everything is going the way they would like to see it. So that's the latest here from Vicki. We'll have more for you coming up here throughout the evening. Back to you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Rob. Well, maybe you still haven't turned in your ballot. It is not too late. Mail-in ballots were sent out to all previously registered voters, got them in the mail. If you are still planning to mail your ballot back in, you need to make sure you do it today. It's submitted and postmarked by today. You can also submit your mail-in ballot at any in-person voting location, or you can put it in one of those secure drop boxes. All ballots have to be in, though, by 8 o'clock tonight. If you did not receive a ballot in the mail, that could mean you're not registered to vote. In California, same-day voter registration is available. You can sign up at your county elections office or at your polling location. To find your polling location, you can go to the website there on your screen. Once there, just enter your address and you'll find the spot. Polls will be open until 8 o'clock tonight. And if you're in line at 7:59 at 8 o'clock, when the polls do technically close, stay in line. By law, you will still be able to cast your ballot.
KRON 4 has you covered this recall election day. Stay tuned for analysis from political science professor Bruce Kane, as well as continuing coverage on the results. Our crews are going to be all over the state as the results roll in. We'll also have a special edition of Inside Bay Area Politics with our panel of political experts. And look for our live reports from candidate headquarters all over the state. Stay with KRON 4 all night long.
Now to a